Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. We are in deep doo-doo. I'm telling you that. We being the Western world, the civilized world, the free world. While we are supposed to go and have sex and celebrate, open the old wine and champagne because Brittany Greener, the cannabis girl, was released from Russian custody at exchange rate of Mr. Victor Baut. The Chinese and Saudis are signing, strategic deals, and they're gonna do business for about like $24 billion transaction, military bullshit, and we are celebrating and we're very happy that Brittany was freed after 9 months of being in Russian custody for a crime she committed in Russia. But on the other hand, you have Paul Whelan, whatever his name is. He's been there for 4 years, but he's the wrong guy, so he can't. He's not the priority. She's the priority. So in the meantime, while we all dance like idiots, and we're supposed to go and fuck whoever we catch around with consensual sex, okay? I'm not saying anything else. These guys are really pulling the carpet from underneath our feet. I really recommend this movie. It might sound stupid. It is stupid in a way because it's a parody. It's a parody of what we are about to become very soon. And it's a movie. It's called Idiocracy. Idiocracy. And it's a very funny, but it's very realistic in the future, realistic what this country is going to become. And this is one example. And what I want to point out the movie, if you're going to watch it, right? Maybe in the first 10 minutes of the movie, you're going to have the scientists in the future being preoccupied with working on maintaining the male erection, instead of developing any medication for cancer or anything. No, they were involved in erections and were happy that an orangutan was holding the erection for this long, and they were all, yes, like we are right now with Greener. Yes, we're happy we achieved something. That achievement versus the Chinese and the Saudis achievement. You put that in the context and you tell me. So let's read you to tell you how fucked up we are. I'm so agitated with this thing. It's just unbelievable. Unbelievable. This, remember, the Saudis kicked United States in the balls, how many balls, and if we still have balls or not, it's a different story. But it did like this to Biden wherever. Made him come to Riyadh, kneel and crawl to kiss MBS's sandal and big toe to give him oil. And MBS, Mohammed bin Salman, is not going to be prosecuted for the Khashoggi crime. He's off the hook. Saudi Arabia makes business with Asian states and with China. Cut the production 2 million barrels a day, which hurt United States. Everything is fucked up over there, but we're gonna celebrate we freed Greener. And we freed Greener like we go with this guy, with Victor, with the Merchant of Death, Mr. Mustache Man. Handsome guy, I gotta tell you. But it doesn't matter. I'm just saying it matters because I have to make it a little bit like that. But this guy has a value, what's his name, Victor, of $3,000, and Greener has a value of a pack of cigarettes. So we exchanged Victor for a pack of cigarettes. So $3,000 United States were eager to pay for a pack of cigarettes. That's the transaction between these two, and we're so happy with our diplomacy. What's his name, Blinken, and all this Biden, and Jesus Christ, it's unbelievable. Saudi Arabia and China signed strategic deals. She heralds new era, and it talks about multipolar world. What does that tell you? The second club, at least, is in final stages. This article comes from Reuters from December 8, 2022. How do you call this? How do you call this? inaptitude, impotence. Saudi Arabia and China showcased deepening ties with a series of strategic deals on Thursday during a visit by President Xi Jinping, including one with tech giant Huawei, whose growing foray into the Gulf region has raised U.S. security concerns. We got greener, so zip it. King Salman signed a comprehensive strategic partnership agreement with Xi, who received a lavish welcome in a country forging new global partnerships beyond the West. Xi's car was escorted to the king's palace by members of the Saudi royal guard riding Arabian horses, which are my favorite, and not that you care, but I thought I should share that. Beautiful horses. And carrying Chinese and Saudi flags. The Chinese leader held talks with Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, de facto ruler of the oil giant, who greeted him with a warm smile. The two stepped into a pavilion as a military band played the country's national anthems. Marching in, is that what it was? Saints go marching in. The two stepped in a pavilion as a military band playing the country's national anthems. She heralded a new era in Arab ties. Good job. We got greener though, so what the fuck is that, you Chinese and the Arabs? We got greener. The display stood in stark contrast to the low-key welcome extended in July to the U.S. dead President Joe Biden, with whom ties have been strained by Saudi energy policy. No, it was by Biden's little stupid talk. Remember, I'm going to turn Saudi Arabia into pariah. Yes, I think that Salman is the killer. Okay, you attacked that guy, and now he's going to show you what's going on. Good, I think they fucked up with that guy. And until that guy doesn't fly, if you know what I mean, things are going to go even worse and worse and worse. Remember, MBS did not pick up Biden's phones like 2 or 3 times? He yelled at that weasel Sullivan, Jack Sullivan, when he came and saw bin Salman and said, we are very concerned with Khashoggi's, blah, blah, and Salman yelled at him and shut the fuck up, weasel. Do not ever raise that question or that issue in front of me. You hear me? Worm. That's what he called. I'm just saying. That's what he said. Don't ever say that in front of me again. Okay, kid. That's what he did, the freaking Solomon. Jesus Christ. And this is just the advisor, Biden. Jesus Christ, with bowlless, like this in between the legs, like this, definitely nothing like that, all right? The display stood in stark contrast. So Saudi energy policy and the 2018 murder of Jamal Khashoggi. You get with that Jamal Khashoggi and the country will not have oil. Great job, but we got greener. Another stupidity. As bad and gruesome and fucked up that thing was with Khashoggi, you don't destroy a country for a guy that worked for what, New York Times or whatever. Bad as it was, I don't even know if it was this guy, because why? He's got immunity, by the way. That's why he can't be indicted or anything. So cut the crap. But we got greener and we got Khashoggi. For Khashoggi, we fucked up the relationship with Arabs, with the criminals that we never proven yet. FBI, CIA came with a report. Most likely he knew about it and he ordered maybe a boo baba. Again, the United States wearily watching China's growing sway, and with its ties to Riyadh at the Nadir said on Wednesday Xi's trip was an example of Chinese attempt to exert influence around the world and would not change U.S. policy towards the Middle East. A memorandum with China's Huawei Technologies on cloud computing and building high-tech complexes in Saudi cities were agreed despite U.S. consensus with Gulf allies over the possible security risk in using the Chinese firm's technology. Yeah, Prince Mohammed bin Salman, with whom Biden bumped fists instead of shaking hands in July, doesn't really matter. He signed with the Chinese instead of you. Bump your cock if you want. They don't care. Has made a comeback on the world stage following the Khashoggi's killing, which cast a pall over Saudi-US ties. Really? Again, United States negotiated with Russia for greener, but then would not engage in negotiations with Russia for Ukraine. in Ukrainian nation. Do you understand what's going on here? So the United States soured this relationship for Khashoggi. As I said before, as bad as it was, you sour the whole relationship and with a country of that magnitude for that. And you will not talk with Russia about Ukraine with all those millions of people that were refugees and hundreds of thousands of people that were injured and hurt and all that country destroyed. You will not talk about that subject with Russia, but you deal maximum about greener, and you get Victor. Great Victor, $3,000, greener pack of cigarettes. Jesus Christ, man. And these are our leaders. How would you call this? It starts with a C and not a V, a criminal anyway. And again, we got here with that bullshit again. They're going to mention that here. So, yeah, she due to meet with other Gulf oil producers and attend a wider gathering of Arab leaders on Friday, said these states were a treasure trove of energy for the world economy and are fertile ground for the development of high-tech industries. And they signed all those 30 billion agreements worth 30 billion. I say 29 in the other one. I remember that one. Yeah, so who knows what else they do. They do the other China Institute of Contemporary Institutional Relations, the Chinese government affiliate think tank, said the visit will result in further expansion of energy cooperation. But we got greener. So go and celebrate with your wife. Uncork the old good wine. Have her have the red panties. And I don't know. After that, get a beer, watch a game, and go to bed, wake up in the morning, and go to work like a little hamster on that spinning wheel over there. And then when you come on the way back home from that, make sure you pay your taxes and you consume. And then that's all you need to do. And while doing this, keep your fucking mouth shut. That's okay? That's all you need to do. That's all that's required of you to be a good citizen. Go and celebrate for greener. I'm gonna go right now. I'm getting ready. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.